Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome back to Going In Raw Daily. Wait, the hell? This is the news desk.
No, sit down, Steve. This is breaking news. We're recording at the end of our day today.
Wednesday.
To go up first thing.
Breaking news.
Thursday. Speaking of breaking, this is all about broken Matt Hardy.
Wonderful.
So, it seemed like Matt was being broken. There was an incident on Raw this past week after his defeat at the hands of Bray Wyatt, and it spurred a lot of speculation about whether the Broken Universe would be coming to the WWE.
Yes, wonderful.
So Sports Illustrated picked up this story on their latest edition of Extra Mustard on Wednesday, and they said, quote, Sports Illustrated has learned that WWE is creating its own new character for Hardy, who will not be labeled as broken, but will be very similar.
Spoiler, it's woken.
Yeah.
It's woken.
Which he's referenced several times.
Sure.
Sports Illustrated also mentioned there were still legal issues in play that would keep Matt from utilizing the broken gimmick in WWE, and added that no new negotiations had been held between himself and Anthem, but then they apparently reached out to Anthem's Ed Nordholm, the guy who runs Impact, and Ed seemed to have softened on his stance.
Can I read this?
Yes.
He says, quote, we have seen the character development and will be interested to see where they take the concept. Our new talent agreements all incorporate language that allow talent to continue to use their Impact persona after they leave the company. We are working with our legal team to amend our existing agreements to extend this to all our current and former talent.
So they're pretty much waiving all rights to any intellectual property they create.
Wow.
That's huge.
That's kind of bizarre. I don't know why they would do that.
I don't know either.
Why would they pay lawyers to write into their contracts you can use stuff you created here anywhere else?
Or stuff that we created for you.
Yeah.
Unless they're not utilizing that aspect of creative whatsoever. They're having talents come up with all their characters and stuff, which is entirely possible.
So this is the more interesting
But this
bit
is
of it,
this is a sea change from its prior stance.
Oh,
which
massive,
was,
yeah.
Broken Universe is ours. We're not giving it up.
And on top of that, I've communicated with WWE, and they don't want to use the Broken Universe,
Yes,
which is obviously not right. So this is crazy here, though. Shortly after Sports Illustrated's report came out, WrestleZone spoke to their sources and stated that, quote, the Hardys will officially retain the rights to all of the intellectual property they created while working for Impact Wrestling, including their much prized Broken Universe, citing, quote, negative financial and contractual issues that Anthem was at fault for as the reason the Hardys will be the owners of the Broken IP.
So I assume this means we've heard Matt and Rebby talk about like a lack of releases being signed.
No releases, no payments for Senor Benjamin, for Maxwell even. You know?
Yeah. So if that's the case, well, I would assume a lot of that was done by the prior administration, though. Dixie Carter.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
I would think. But since Anthem, bought the company, they would, I would assume that liability. But I'm not a lawyer.
Yeah.
So this is interesting. It seems like Matt Hardy doing a lot more broken stuff on Raw was not by happenstance.
Right.
It seems like with his trademark filing set to be open for opposition in about 3 weeks, that there will apparently be no opposition.
Yeah, apparently not.
Apparently he is the owner of the Broken IP finally.
Yeah.
Seems like we've talked about this ad nauseum almost.
Well, it's been a little while since we've talked about it, but for a spell there, it was all the rage to talk about Broken IP.
Yes, and now, my hope is now that he finally has it, now that hopefully WWE will utilize it, they can somehow bring it back to relevance enough that it could give Matt Hardy a kickstart in WWE.
Absolutely.
Because he's been kind of floundering.
Yeah.
The reception his delete chants got on Raw were a fraction of what it would have been 6 months ago. But hopefully if they can come up with a compelling storyline to build up to his final breaking or his awakening, that it'll be effective, it'll be good, give us some Hardy compound drum shot videos.
Look, if you're going to take full advantage of this, that's where you want to go. We saw this before where when they were still in TNA and they were doing all the great Broken stuff, the WWE kind of had their own response to it with the Bray Wyatt New Day stuff. We saw the Wyatt compound. And I love that stuff. I think it's so much fun. I mean, we saw something kind of like it with House of Hardcore. No, not House of Horrors.
Yes.
That's Tommy Dreamer's company. And look, it wasn't like a wild success. A lot of people clowned it. I thought it was at the very least, it was cool for them to have tried something different.
It was ambitious.
Yeah, it was ambitious. Exactly. God bless Michael P.S. Hayes. And so I would love to see more stuff of that, man. I hope that Matt Hardy, I mean, according to this Extra Muscle report, they're creating their own new character for Hardy, very similar to the Broken stuff. I would love to think that they're going to invest time and wins in this. I think it'd be great. It'd be fantastic. Absolutely.
I would hope so.
He's been all over Twitter, by the way.
Yes.
Matt Hardy has been. Yesterday, there is magic in the air here in Knoxville. I can vividly taste the nitrogen in the atmosphere tonight. In response to WWE Universe saying, has Matt Hardy brand snapped? He says, no, I have evolved. My primal passenger has returned to drive my vessel. I am more. My physical contact with Bray Wyatt on Raw seems to have triggered and awakened my primal passenger. So, and then Rebby's been all about it also on Twitter.
And Senior Benjamin returned to Twitter as well.
He popped up as well. So it looks like we're getting it back. It looks like this is we're finally going to see what they do with it. Hopefully, look, the more fun you have with it, the better it's going to be.
Yep.
That seems to be the case with the Broken IP.
Correct.
So this is very exciting stuff. And yeah, let us know.
What are the chances we see the return of Itchweed?
Maybe probably pretty good. Given that TNA seems to be giving up all their old gimmicks.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wonder if we can buy somebody's old gimmick.
Maybe.
Can we buy the Jeff Jarrett gimmick?
Sure.
Can we buy the Jeff Jarrett IP?
Well, maybe he copyrighted that himself.
I think they just whoever had it gets to keep it.
Yeah.
Anyways, maybe we'll see Beer Money.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
Maybe we can buy that one. James Storm's not in Impact anymore.
But apparently he can take Beer Money to WWE.
True.
Yeah. Give Bobby Roode something to do. Anyways, that's it for now. Until next time, talk to you guys later.
Bye.